Eyewitness News continues now at 5:30.
The 116th Congress is getting to work. Some of the newly elected lawmakers are from the Delaware Valley.
Our Natasha Brown joins us now with more on that. Natasha.
Well, today, Nancy Pelosi was elected as the 63rd Speaker of the House. She is the first person in more than 6 decades to return to the speakership since Sam Rayburn back in 1955. Pelosi swore in lawmakers today from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware.
A new Congress began today on Capitol Hill with Democrats taking control of the House of Representatives. Newly elected representatives from Pennsylvania and New Jersey helped to flip the House during the midterm elections, with history being made in Pennsylvania as Mary Gay Scanlon, Madeline Dean, Susan Wild, and Chrissy Houlihan become the first women representing the Commonwealth to serve full terms in Congress since 2014.
Very much looking forward to serving with an incredibly diverse community of people who not only are women, but as you mentioned, are veterans. I'm also an engineer. STEM professionals are joining the ranks in larger numbers than before. And I'm really looking forward to bringing all of that diversity on behalf of the people of my community and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to Washington.
Democrats picked up 40 new seats, including a tight race in South Jersey's 3rd District that led to Andy Kim unseating Republican Representative Tom MacArthur. Still, on the heels of the pomp and circumstance of the swearing-in ceremonies on Capitol Hill today, President Trump will be met by a divided Congress.
Having received a majority of the votes cast, is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives for the 116th Congress.
Nancy Pelosi was voted in as the next House Speaker. Just 15 Democrats voted against her. Meantime, the partial government shutdown looms large over the 116th Congress, neither side showing any signs of compromise to end the shutdown now in its 13th day. Democrats refuse to provide funding for President Trump's border wall, and Senate Republicans say they'll only support legislation President Trump will approve.
I made it clear to the Speaker we're not interested in having show votes here in the Senate. We're interested in bringing up something the House has passed, 60 senators will support, and the President will sign.
Well, now, a short time ago, President Trump made a surprise appearance in the White House press briefing room with Border Patrol and ICE officials. The president said he is not budging on his demand for border wall funding.
You can call it a barrier, you can call it whatever you want, but essentially we need protection in our country. We're going to make it good. The people of our country want it. I have never had so much support as I have in the last week over my stance for border security, for border control, and for, frankly, the wall or the barrier. I have never had anything like it in terms of calls coming in terms of people writing in and tweeting and doing whatever they have to do. I've never had this much support, and we've done some things that, as you know, have been very popular.
Well, the president also congratulated Nancy Pelosi on her speakership. Shutdown negotiations, meantime, resume tomorrow, so we'll have to wait and see if they're any closer at all to any kind of compromise.
We'll continue at 6 o'clock. Natasha, thank you.